Hi, everybody. Welcome to Amanda's Basics Technical Zoom training. Very informal, but hopefully this will help people. And let me just start the screen sharing and then we can get going. Okay. Right. Okay, so it's the basics training, LifeWave Zoom technical training. So how is the format of this training going to be? We're going to do the presentation. I'm asking you to stay muted, write down your questions while I'm busy. If you've got anything you're thinking of, write it down. And just be patient. We might have technical glitches. Just be patient. All right. I will try to give everyone a chance to practice afterwards, even if we have to do a separate time slot later on. We'll see. And then this training, we can print it afterwards. I'll make a PDF because there's going to be a lot of information on there that you might want to write down. So don't even worry now about writing down. I'll make it available later on and you can just hopefully you'll have all the information available. So what is the purpose of this training call? It's to give you the technical knowledge to run a LifeWave Zoom presentation. So this is not on how to present or anything. That's how to press the buttons to open the waiting room, make hosts and co-hosts, how to mute and rename, and to share the presentation, how to record those technical parts of the presentations. And our audience are brand partners who can already present on the LifeWave Zoom presentation. So you saw in my invite, I said, be brave. If you're on here, I know who you are, and I am going to call you out on being able to present. So be very brave. I want to grow, help people to grow. I want to empower people to be strong and to really have this business give you the dreams and allow you to achieve what you want in your life. Right. I first want to have you to understand that we've got two people. I've got my Zoom ID and then we've got Mol's Zoom ID. It works differently. Okay, so I'm first going to talk about my Zoom ID. So anybody can use my Zoom ID. Just organize with me a time. If you want to talk to people and you need them on Zoom, you can do that anytime. Talk to me so that I just give you a time that I'm not busy using it. If you can have a free Zoom ID, but you have only 40 minutes on that. All right. On my Zoom ID, it's open. So if you need more than 40 minutes, by all means, please make use of mine. Just organize the time with me. But if you want to share a presentation, or if you want to share your screen, or if you maybe want to go on, that's why we're doing the share screen as well. Maybe go on that person or on your back office and show people things, then you need to be the host or the co-host. Okay. And this is what this is about. All right. So you can speak to me to book a time slot. If you want to be the host, you must get a host key from me, a 6-digit number from me, and then you can claim the host role and then you can share and you can record. Okay, but don't worry about it. We'll get to that now. Then you're going to join the meeting. You never start a new meeting. You join the meeting so that you can use my user ID. The same with Mo. You're never going to start a new meeting. You just say join a meeting. Okay. And once you've joined the meeting, the authorized presenter, whoever is decided, we decide is going to be the presenter, can then claim the host role. You'll see on your bottom screen, there's the 3 dots that says more. And if you click on that, you can say claim the host role, but we'll get to that now. And then the host can then make other people co-host to help with the muting or with anything like that. Okay, that is on my Zoom ID. You'll get all this information. We'll be able to print it afterwards. Okay, if it's on Merle's Zoom ID, guys, you'll have to keep this with you when you present on Merle's Zoom ID because there's a few things extra. Okay, you're going to tell Merle that you want to present, okay, or that you are available to present, or that you've got the technical knowledge now to present. Then Merle has to give you her Gmail address and her password, and then she has to authorize you to use her Zoom ID. So you've got to organize that with Mole beforehand. Okay. And then you have to open the meeting with Mole's ID. The reason for this is, now let's take a story. Mole is overseas or somewhere. You are going to be the person presenting on a Monday night. You have to be the person to open up Mol's ID. You're going to have to sign onto her ID on Zoom, use her Gmail address, and open up the meeting. Otherwise, people will not be able to go onto that meeting because she has a waiting room and nobody can go on the waiting room, can go onto the meeting if the person, the host, doesn't open up the waiting room. So you are going to be opening up the Zoom. You're going to be the first person on the Zoom, and then you are going to allow the first person to join. And after that, you're going to disable the waiting room so that anybody can come in. So you don't have to say allow for every person that wants to join. It might sound very confusing at the moment, but don't worry, I'll show you how to do it. Okay. So let's begin. And remember, before you start presenting, you have to open up your PowerPoint presentation before you start your Zoom. Okay. So this is what you're going to do. Mine is going to be easy, but let's do Mol's Zoom ID. So what's going to happen? You're going to go on Mol's Zoom ID. If you open up your Zoom, you'll see there on the top right-hand side, you'll see these little stars. I want you to have a look at the stars. My face is there, my profile ID is there. So what you're going to do, you're going to see your face there, or it might say just the A for Amanda or P for Peppy or something like that. You're going to click on that and just want to move this away. And you're going to say sign out. You're going to sign out of your user ID and you're going to sign into Mol's user ID. Once you've signed out, it will bring up this screen and you're going to type in Mol's Gmail address, and the next screen is going to be Mol's password. All right. And you're going to see my face a lot now because I use this to make the pictures. All right. So now you are the first person on Mol's meeting. And as soon as the next person wants to join, on top there's going to be a little banner that says Peppy wants to join, and you've got to say yes, and that first person will be on the screen with you. So it will be you and the next person. I just made a dummy member. Now, when you and that person are there, if you just move your cursor there to the name, there where it says ask to unmute, so then it will open up a little screen and you can do lots of things with that person because remember, you are the host. You can now, for instance, make that person a host or co-host or rename them. You can mute them. That is where you can change that because you are the host. All right, so that's the one thing that you can do. The next thing that you can do is, I just want to go back 2 screens. There where you see on the bottom where it says participants, do you see the star? Okay. If you click on that star, this will come up. Remember, you now have one person. You opened up the screen for one person, a meeting for one person. On that screen, if you take your cursor there, you can also there click and say ask to unmute, or you can also make them the host or the co-host or the rename the name. So there's the same things that you could do on the previous screen. But what you now want to do is here on the bottom, see that 3 dots? You have to click there and in disabled and waiting room, there will be a tick mark there that says the waiting room is enabled. In other words, everybody that signs in first has to go through the waiting room. That is how Mol has set up her Zoom ID. So you want to remove that. You want to take the tick off so that everybody can come in. They don't have to go into the waiting room. So that is the two things that you have to do for Mol's ID. You've got to allow the first person in, and then you've got to disable the waiting room. That's very important. Otherwise, nobody else will be on the call with you. All right. Right, let's just look at the other things that's on your screen as a host. We all know there on the left bottom, the audio and video, setting up your audio and video, disabling it. We all know that. Then the next one's the participants that we had a look at now. The next one is reactions. So you can put hearts or flowers or whatever. You click on that. That's how people have a little heart and all the hearts running up and down the screen, their comments. The next one is your chat room, where you can chat with other people in the meeting. And the next one is raise hand. If you want to get a chance to speak, you could have raise hand, or it will be lower your hand and things like that. The next one is the share screen. I'm not going to talk about that now. And then the next one is record. If you don't see record on your screen, just look at the button next to it that says more, and if you click on there, it will give you record. But usually the reason why it doesn't show there is there on top. Just enlarge your screen there on the top right hand side, right star. Just enlarge your screen, then usually this record button comes up. Okay. And then just the button next to that, the star next to that is view. And if you haven't seen that before, that is how you can decide how you want your screen to look. You can set it that only your face shows, or you can set it that the whole gallery shows, or you can set it that only the speaker shows up on your screen. That's your choice. Some people don't like seeing their own faces. I personally like seeing everybody's faces, because if I make a joke and somebody laughs, and then at least it looks like somebody is reacting to me. And that is something I want to also encourage you as far as possible. Try and keep your camera on. It really helps the person who is presenting to make it easier for them. All right. So are you guys okay with that? So let's get to the record. So you've allowed everybody in, and you tell people now to mute themselves, and you're going to start recording. So you press this record button on the bottom, and then this little banner is going to come up, and you're going to say record to the cloud. Your computer may say record to the cloud or record to your computer. You want to record to the cloud, because afterwards your recording is going to sit in Mill's cloud or in my cloud, and Mill will then be able to download it and to share it with other people. Okay, so make sure you say record to the cloud. And then you're going to say share. All right, that's as easy as that. Now the next screen. Very important tip. And that's what I tried doing now when I started getting problems. But anyway, put your laptop off before you start to clear all your temporary files, and open only your PowerPoint presentation. Otherwise, you're going to get a screen that looks like this, and you're going to get all these different buttons, and you're going to get very confused. So if you only have your PowerPoint open and you say share screen, it's just going to be a little bit easier to press on that one, the one that you want to choose, and then you're going to go to the bottom and you say share. Now this is a very busy screen. Just follow with me. You'll see that the picture with all the people that's on the Zoom will be on the right-hand side. Now, depending on how you set it, some people set it that only their face shows. Other people will set it that everybody's faces show, or 2 or 3 people's faces show. You can see there on the right-hand. Can you see if I use my cursor? Does it show up? If I move it around like this. Okay, so there on top is where you can say only your face should be there, or 2 faces should be there, or the whole gallery should be there. Usually I think it shows only about 3 or 4 faces. Right, so if this bugs you, because remember sometimes there are writing on the right-hand side of your screen and then you can't see what it is. So just click on that and drag that away. Drag your faces away to the left-hand side of the screen, something like that. All right. If you are using my presentations where I've got a video with sound, like this light video that's coming up, then you have to set the sound on. If you're doing it for Mill, you don't have to do it, but for a video, you're going to have to do it. See this second star where it's got the more? If you click on more, it's going to say, take it down to the bottom, share the computer sound, and you put it on stereo. If you don't do that, you will not, the video will play, but nobody will hear any sound. Okay, so that's very important. Next thing that you have to do is do the sound. Okay. And then here you can see the button that says stop or share. You can stop the share. Okay, you're busy sharing now. If you want to stop, you can stop it there. All right. Let's see. Now I need to move the face away. Okay, and then on the top, you can see slideshow. You're going to press slideshow, and you're going to press from the beginning there in the left side in the bottom. All right. Now you see this black label over here that says the stop share. and the green, your screen sharing. It can be in the way of what you want to see, and there's a way to change that. So I'm saying, I'm just going to try and move this away. Right. It says to remove the sharing logo from your screen, you press Alt, Control, Shift, and H. That will take that banner away. And if you want it back, you just press Escape. All right. So now you are on your screen and you're going to start navigating your screen. So what you're going to do is you just use the arrows on the bottom left of your screen. It is often very faint and you have to move your cursor around for it to be visible. It can be, sometimes I even have to change my screen, a little bit up or down to be able to see these little arrows in the bottom. So you can either use that or you can use the physical arrows on your computer. Sometimes some of them don't work, so you'll just have to play around with that. And then when you completed the presentation, you're going to stop sharing. So if you were hiding that screen, that banner, then you have to press Escape and you'll get the banner again, and then you say stop sharing, and then you stop the recording, and that is it. So the owner of the Zoom, Anna Mill, will then be able to download the recording from the cloud and share it. And it can be shared in various ways. Mo and I usually do it with YouTube, but it falls outside of the scope of this presentation. I'm not going to try and explain that to you. That will be another different story. All right. So that is the basics training. We are going to do the Q&A time now. And I know I've said a lot of things and you can maybe feel overwhelmed, but I will do this in a PDF version and you will be able to print it and have everything that I said on there. Just remember, how do we eat an elephant? One bite at a time. Okay? And I'm going to do the Q&A session now, and then I will stop the recording, and then we will practice. I'll explain to you how we will do that. So that is with the part where we are going to still see how that works. But let's go to the Q&A session now. I just want to stop the sharing. Right. Guys, you can unmute. Let me just do that. You can unmute. Anybody that's a question, raise your hand. You can now practice to raise your hand. All right, Alex, you did that. And you can shoot with a few questions. Thanks, Alex.
Okay, so my question is that the host key, is that always the same? So once you have a host key for somebody's thing, do you have to get a new one every time, or is it always the same?
No, it's the same. It's the same.
Thank you.
Yeah. Anything else? Oh, sounds like either you are flabbergasted or you know all the answers now. It's okay.
You know what,
I understand it.
I'm actually just thinking now here, I never ever used a laptop or a computer, and here I'm sitting listening to you.
And see how far you've come, eh?
Shows me how far I've come, yeah.
Yes,
I'm literally
exactly.
far better than I was, eh?
Yeah, guys, if you've seen Pepe on her first Zoom or two, it was crazy. And where she is today, but she practiced and she's willing to grow. And congratulations to each of you that are here that are willing to grow. So,
if I can just say something,
sure.
I feel like
I'm
very in the dark and it's all very new to me. And obviously I realize like Alex, you have presented many times. So for you, this must be quite easy. It really is quite overwhelming. So I will have to go through your PDF and just study it step by step. But it's the idea of doing it for myself one-on-one is one thing, but to do it when you know people are waiting and relying on you is a totally different thing.
Just Melissa, as just an interesting point, I have presented lots of times, but most of the times I don't run the slides. I have run the slides and I was running the slides. And it's easy to go, oh, won't you do it? Or won't you? It's really easy to ask somebody else to do it. And now, because I haven't done it for the last however long, now I think I can't. So Sure, I can, but you start to think you can't because I've just
Yeah.
let somebody else do it for me.
Well, let me tell you something. Almost everybody on the screen that I'm looking at didn't want to present. Bonnie I can pick on Bonnie. I mean, she tried everything to get out of it. And now she's presenting, you know? And with this as well, Melissa, I know, I mean, even when I looked at it now, I'm like, nobody's going to remember this. You know, I totally understand it. So that's why you're going to sit with your PDF and we're going to practice it. We'll see now. Alex, I wonder if I must maybe get you to do the first one. But what we're going to do now is we're going to please, when I stop the recording, we're going to all go off and go on again. Because if I'm on, I'm going to come on another phone. All right. Because if I'm on, it's not going to allow you guys to do it. So we're going to see how we can do it, make somebody else the host, use the host key, and then we're going to get people to try it. So we'll see how it goes. But let's just see if there's any other questions. Yes.
Amanda, I just think for me personally, I think I don't know a lot, but I think the more you do it and the easier. I mean, I've presented PowerPoint presentations in various roles of jobs I've had, and you go, oh my God, I can't do this. But once you learn how it's done, I mean, I have a bit of a block with technology, and I'll admit that I feel I'm a bit of a techno dinosaur, but I think the more you do it, the more you know how to do it. That's all there is to it.
We're really going to just practice it and practice it and practice it. Yeah. Yeah. And I'll be there to guide you and help you with that. So, okay. Claire?
I can't find the raise hand icon on the bottom.
Yes, me too.
Okay, see
Kind
if
of in
you
the
open
middle.
your screen. If you open your screen, make your screen big.
When I move my cursor around.
Make your screen big and then also go
I've
to
got
that more.
the audio, the video, participants, chat, react, sharing, outcome.
Mine's also gone. It's also disappeared.
React.
Then go
It's
to
also
more.
gone.
And then it says record, caption, docs, notes, whiteboard, reset.
Okay,
to
don't you have
default. It doesn't
React?
say anything.
Don't you have React?
Yeah,
That's,
Reactions.
React.
Okay, let's just talk one at a time. Claire, do you have React on your screen?
Yeah.
And then chat?
Okay, there it says raise hand, or I can send a picture. Okay.
Sometimes you need to upgrade your Zoom as well. Okay. Kayla?
Amanda, I just want to ask, I'm just scared that like I'm not gonna get confused if you start practicing with other people and other people press buttons here and buttons there and whatever. So for me personally, I think that I should get the PDF and sit by myself and go on one maybe with you or whatever, and then try it from there. I don't know. I'm just scared people are gonna get confused now with pressing different buttons and. Well, that's just my take. I'm not sure. I think I'm going to get confused.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to expect you to do things without knowing what to do. What we will do, because Alex has done it, Alex, I'm going to ask you to be the guinea pig, but we'll all go off, go on again, and then we'll see. Then we'll see how we can do it, but I'm willing to do it one by one as well. Let's see, because as somebody's doing it, we're going to pick up problems, and that's going to be how everybody learns as well. Okay.
Okay.
So don't worry, I won't leave you in the dark. Okay. Somebody else, Bonnie, was it you that had your hand raised as well?
I was just testing.
Oh, okay. No other questions. Okay. Then I'm going to stop the recording. Sorry, did somebody want to say something? Nobody. Okay. Is somebody trying to say something?
Presentation open.
Just raise your hand because I can't see you speaking. Practice to raise your hand.
Something's happening.
Who's speaking?
Well, I can't find my hand. I'll look for that afterwards, Amanda.
Okay, find your hand. What it could also be that you need to upgrade your Zoom. Okay. Okay. Melissa?
I think her photo's gone off, so I think she was trying to say something to you and not able to talk from what I could see.
Okay, guys, just all go and do something. Play with your hand. Raise your hand or do a chat or play around. Let's see.
Amanda,
Yes.
are you asking us to go off the Zoom and just
Not
come
now.
on again?
Yes, not now. It seems like we are all now playing. Give us some reaction. Let's do some reaction so everybody can play.
Let's go. Yeah.
She did that funny face cut down.
Alex, while everybody's playing, you wanted to say something and
No, I didn't.
oh, okay.
Cooking.
Your hand was up. Okay. So is everybody just playing around? Okay. All right. Okay, guys, let's stop the recording. And then I'm going to ask us all, I'm going to just kick everybody off. And then please sign up again. All right. Everybody okay with that? Give me a hand.
But
Give
first,
me a reaction. Show me.
open your...
Okay.
But first, open your PowerPoint.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Open your PowerPoint and then go on to those who have the PowerPoint. Open the PowerPoint and then come onto the Zoom. Thank you. Thank you. Right. Okay, guys. See you just now.
Bye.